One.
Hey guys, what's up? Coach Kev from Structured Personal Fitness back at you. I have some fresh material today. This is Thursday, the final day in our core week. If you haven't seen, we did one on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, each one with a different theme. Mondays was great. We went over everything that you could do on a certain type of core exercise. On Tuesday, we went after a different type, and then yesterday we went over planks. We did 30 versions of planks. So each day has a little different theme. This whole week has been about how we train our abs differently with different exercises. Because some people feel it one way and some people don't feel the exercise the same. And by the way, that's totally okay. That's why we have a lot of options at our disposal. But today I want to really ramp things up to another level. And I think with these exercises, this type of difficulty, you're really going to find these exercises challenging. You're going to find that you want to put them maybe 2, 4, 6 weeks down the line in your program as something to reach to. Maybe you can't do them today, but that's fine. You'll learn via watching Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays video how to get to that point. So, without further ado, I'm going to start with some dead bugs. Dead bugs are some of our favorite exercises. They're simple, but not easy. So, the first one I actually nicknamed the doggy pattern. What you're going to do, you're going to start on your back with your lower back flat to the ground. Knees above the hips, okay? Hands above the shoulders. From this position, you're going to be moving one side at a time while keeping tension. That's the key. If I relax that low back, I'm going to lose it. So keep tension in that low back slash abs and keep that abdomen engaged. Back and forth, almost like you're a dog paddling in water, okay? I like that for time rather than reps, in that you don't necessarily have to go, by the way, for distance. That's not necessary. What I mean by it is you don't have to go all the way up in order to feel it. Just a little bit of change while keeping tension here is all you need, okay? Really love that version. After that, the next option is opposites, okay? So very similar with a slight posterior pelvic tilt, that lower back flat to the ground. What you're going to do, I'm going to take my right hand, reach up above my head at the same time. I reach the left leg opposite. So here we go. Okay? So just like that, you're building all sorts of tension, and again, you don't have to go too far where the length of your limb is actually challenging you more so than your abdomen and your tension in your core. Okay? So distance on that isn't necessarily what we're looking for. Next, the dying bug. Okay? What you're going to do here, with your knees to your chest roughly, and your elbows to your knees, is you're going to open, you're going to breathe in, and breathe out. Switch. Maintain that tension. Like so, okay? Love that option, okay? Doesn't take much as well there, okay? Anywhere between 6, 8, maybe even 10 reps on each. That's a lot. You're gonna really wanna focus on the tension that you create, not necessarily how many reps that you get done. Okay, one of the hardest versions of dead bugs happens to be the band resisted version. What you're going to do here, same concept as before, slight posterior pelvic tilt, meaning almost your tailbone, or I should say let's say your upper glutes are off the ground, if you want to look at it that way. So just get that little tilt there, okay? Hands here, try to get your hands above the shoulder, slight tilt, breathe in, breathe out. Just like that. Okay, you'll find those are pretty much some of the toughest core exercises that you're going to do. Next up, I'm going to use a barbell. Feel free to use a kettlebell, dumbbells, but next up is the barbell resisted. So whereas before the band was pulling us that way, now what happens, the barbell is basically, it warrants stabilizing. So you have to, as you hold it, maintain that posture. So you're gonna brace up a little bit from your pelvis and from your shoulders. Just like that, okay? So again, another option, very difficult, especially fifth exercise in a row, but another option that you can use should one of these not be available. After that, another option that I like is against, well, let's do it this way. Actually, I didn't come to that one. Let me switch, I'll do this one first. So, what you're gonna do, we're going to do the wall version of the dead bug. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to initiate the movement by kind of pressing down with my hands and bringing my knees up to 90 degrees. That's the start position. By the way, for some people, it's all you need. If there are wrist issues, you can kind of just do your knuckles against the wall. Okay? So, from this position though, here, I'm going to do that dead bug with the leg extended. Now, if that's hard, all you have to do is switch it, okay? You can get the precursor to that exercise, which is a heel drop. So all you're gonna do here, slap tilt, breathe in, breathe out. So the lever isn't as long. But if you do it right, still feel a good amount of tension in your core. Okay. Oh, the next one, this one. This one's super hard. This one's a lot harder on your upper abs than your lower abs, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna push down into the ground, okay, to lock in my lower back and rib cage, okay? So whereas before I was pushing that way, now I'm pushing down, okay? I like using knuckles for this one, okay? So from here, now I do that dead bug. What you'll find is basically head to toe, you're going to be shaking. The level of stiffness from pushing almost into an arch, but yet bracing down, is really counterintuitive. So for people that are really looking to challenge themselves after they've mastered initial dead bugs, man, that's a good one. I like that option. Okay, next option, basically, we'll do the beasts. I'm going to go through the beasts. So with this series, this is, you can either call it all fours lift off. There's a couple of names for it. One is the beast. Doesn't matter to me. But what we're going to do is basically teach how to maintain core stability from the all fours position. So, or quadruped position. So from here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to lift my knees off the ground, not to here, but just about an inch. Just hover, okay, while maintaining a neutral spine and shoulder blades taut. Okay, that's it. Hold that 30 seconds for most people is plenty. Okay, just holding that. Now, you're doing it right. You should feel a good amount of tension between your rib cage and pelvis. In addition, a little bit of pressure on your quads, maybe on your shoulders. Okay, next version. All right, and again, the setup: hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Some people will sit up too narrow. They're going to lose their balance. Next, okay, we're going to do a shoulder lift off, okay, just one at a time. I'm going to start though with that initial beast position, okay, knees off the ground, shoulder touch, okay, opposite, shoulder, try to limit your movement side to side. Clearly, I need to practice this more, okay, and again, you're going to feel that a little bit in your quads, a little bit in your shoulders, but if you look at the bigger picture, that's tying in everything that I feel it here, okay? And I'm pretty sure you will too. The last one out of the beast lifts, okay, is same concept, except we're gonna add the legs, okay? So from here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lift off, I'm gonna start in that position, then I'm gonna go opposite hand lift off, opposite knee. So it looks like this. Notice I struggle. on one side, not on the other, okay? That's a good way of identifying both a pattern that you need to work on, okay? In this instance, my left hand and my right leg, and then something that you can work on over time. Now this next one, this is a staple in many physical therapist clinic, sports training room. This is a bird dog. However, we're gonna level up to the next level of bird dogs. So what you're gonna do, instead of going alternating, we're gonna go straight on one side. So we're gonna get basically the left hand, left knee to stay stable. From this position, we're gonna shift the weight onto the left side. From there, extend, keep tight. You'll notice I have to really brace down and get into that bird dog position on one side. Okay? Now, what you're gonna wanna do, okay, learn to hold first before you do repetitions. Let's see my other side. Hopefully this one's better. Maybe not. There we go. A little better. And hold, and then back down. And then obviously, the other option is to just do reps. The thing about doing reps is that it's not necessarily a progression, because technically this is a little easier than showing stability, right, and holding it for longer. Okay, so just a side note on that. Within that family of movement, that's the cue, is movement from that position, okay? This is known as a bear crawl. It's essentially gotten more awareness now as it's been in the magazines and strength coaches have brought it to the forefront. It's been around for quite a while. Now there's certifications for the bear crawl. It's really kind of a thing to do lately. But the key concept here is that it's stability of the rib cage and the pelvis while you're moving your extremities. Super important, okay? That's sports. So what I'm gonna do, I'll go to you, Amber, okay? I'm gonna show you the bear crawl. Basically what you're trying to do, okay? Very similar to the beast lift off. I'm gonna bring my knees up off the ground, hover, and then slowly, with as little movement as possible, from the midsection, I'm gonna walk forward, and if you're really looking for the challenge, try to go slow. I only like to move roughly one hand width forward to own that movement, okay? And the second variation, okay, is in addition to just going forward, and then, wait for it, going backwards, okay? A little different emphasis, and the tendency is to go further, right? You really want to slow it down, own each part, okay? There's the bear crawls. The other option too, you can put a band around the waist and have someone stand behind you so that you have to go against that band and learn how to press into the ground and accelerate forward. In addition, as you go backwards, how to resist that movement, okay? Resistance and application of force. So resistance to force, and then the application of force is super important when training the core. All right, after that, we're gonna do pretty much the most complex core movement out there. You're in a good spot. This is the Turkish get-up. I could go over every integral part and break it down movement by movement. That's not what I'm here to do today. I'm here to show you the movement, okay? And hopefully you're either certified or you know a certified trainer that can walk you through it, okay? That's really what matters. But let me just go over it real quick and then another version of it. This is the Turkish get-up, okay? So from here, kind of in that outside position, sometimes I say like a Christmas tree. Start here, bring the knee in, okay? Roll that sucker into you. Okay, arm extended, right arm out to the side. I'm going to push my left heel in addition to my right forearm. Hips to the ceiling. Okay, thread the needle. Going to hip hinge, sit into the hips, windmill high, stand up. There's a split squat, reverse lunge, make sure that wrist is in neutral. Reverse lunge. Hip hinge, eyes up, hand down, thread the needle, hopefully pause, hips down, elbow, and down, okay? Just like that. And then we switch sides and go to the other side. But here's the thing. First of all, again, like most of these, you don't necessarily need a lot of reps. Second part to this, I'm gonna teach you the top half Turkish get-up. For a lot of people, having stability going down to the ground and having the ability to go down to the ground and reverse that motion is not something that's taught. So here's what I'm gonna do. This is called the top half Turkish get-up, okay? So I'm gonna bring it up, clean it, press it. From this position, I'm gonna do just the half of it, okay? Left knee down, reverse lunge, basically. Left knee down here, okay? I'm gonna reach down, hip hinge, touch, and that's where the movement returns back. Windmill back, okay? High up, back up, and then reverse that motion. Okay, so not as many steps, but what you're gonna find is that it's a super beneficial exercise for those people that have kids that have to pick something up off the floor. Really beneficial for your clients to teach them that alternative. You don't always have to do a full Turkish get-up, plus it keeps things interesting. How are we doing, battery?
We're at 6%.
Okay, we got a hustle. Okay, next up, windmill. Also in that family of the Turkish get-up. You also heard me mention the windmill as I went down. So, windmill here, clean. Biggest thing you're gonna do, I'm a little teapot, short and stout, touch, okay? Keep neutral, basically a straight line from the armpit through the hip.
Sorry.
Okay? And then right down. Thank you.
All right.
Next, after that, for the windmill, double windmill, okay? So, this is where things get fun. I'm gonna clean one of them up, then the other one, press them up, excuse me, not up, this one stays down. You can hold it here, or you can hold it down. In this instance, I guess, I'll hold it down. So, same concept, reaching for range of motion, okay? You can pause if you want, and come back up, or you can just get close, okay? And then obviously, switch sides. That's the double windmill. All right, only a couple more. I'm gonna do the banana roll real quick. Another great exercise for you, okay? What you're gonna do, make sure you have the hollow rock down before you do this, okay? Because I'm gonna come up and then roll without touching my hands or my feet. And then, guess what? Roll back. This is usually where it's hard. Right, so that's the difficulty. I'm pretty good going forward, but not necessarily going backwards. Okay? That's the banana roll. And then L-sit. We got this. Last one. We'll just say this is the last one for today. In the rings. Shoulder stability, a requirement here. Be careful when you do this. You can also do this in a dip station. All you're going to do, actually, I'll even just show knees up. Okay? You're going to hold this position, knees up, hold. Okay? For a lot of people, that's going to require shoulder and core stability. L-sit, just your legs straight. I kind of struggle with that one too, so I didn't want to embarrass myself on the camera. But that's all I got for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this week. As we have, stay tuned for more. We have a core program coming soon. If you're interested, let us know. We also have lots of options here at the gym. Structured Personal Fitness, I'm Coach Kev. Have a great day.